Oh, hello and welcome back, and thank you so much for clicking on my video. In today's episode, what I intend to show you is how to destroy a lower rated opponent, because that is who is sitting across the table from us, and we can see that he is not playing Bullet like he should be, he is not playing Blitz like he should be, he is only playing Rapid, and I promise you, getting better at Bullet and Blitz is going to help you in Rapid, because let's just see, how well does he even know his opening? If he brings the bishop out, he's in for a world of hurt. And so we were playing a 6 minute plus 3 second increment. That is just a straight up weak move on the side of the board. I think I can just go ahead and develop another minor piece. So now we've got 3 minor pieces and he's got 1. And so if he's not careful, he will just absolutely get steamrolled. So we want to be a little bit weary about pushing this and just letting him grab my light square bishop. But what if I did something crazy like this and we just go for the attack? We just go for it. Probably that's not best practice. So we're going to go for this. Please don't capture my light square bishop, because this is looking at the weakest square in your position. So I really like this light square bishop. And we went with the bishop's opening. So I like to hang on to my bishop from the bishop's opening. And we'll see. Will he be a knight in shining armor in the end game? Or will he die early on in the opening for no avail, to ruin my pawn structure, essentially? So he can just go for this. I'll maybe scoot forward and he'll go for this. And we're going to do this. Potentially he pushes his pawn and he gets like a pyramid of pawns. It's not really good or bad for either of us. And it's going to let him get caught up in development. If he develops the knight, he's just walking into a pin. And if he pushes the pawn, then he can't develop the knight to this beautiful square. But really, my game plan as follows is to move my queen up and castle opposite. And, well, he hasn't castled, so there is no opposite. We are directly across from each other. And also, look at my face. Look how sunburnt I am. Can you see that? For a better reference, take a look at my hand. Look at that line, bro. Not good. I was playing soccer. Oh, it worked there. Boom. Dang. Okay. Your boy's burnt, because I'm the whitest person anywhere I go. I am the whitest. It's not even a competition. Ooh, I like it. So we're going to stick with the plan of just scooting my little queen up and getting ready to castle. So if he castles, we're going to castle. And I kind of like my position. I like this game so far. It's completely equal, but if we castle opposite, one other tidbit of information. Do I step back? He'll probably just step forward, but if I go here, he probably chases me around with the pawn. And then he's not going to castle this way. But then I can still castle this way, so I think we're chilling. But if he gets this and I step back and he changes his mind about castling this way, well, if I castle this way, he is very quick to just have, you know what I mean, all of these pawns on his 4th rank or my 5th rank, or very far advanced pawns. My pawns are not ready, have not advanced, and done anything substantial. And I'm just blitzing out moves, so I'm not even really thinking too much. I think we're going to step back for no particular reason. If I take, then he was going to take. So we're just going to go ahead. He can pin my knight, but I don't think I really care. I can also apply pressure to this knight. He would essentially have to push this. And then, I trade the knights. I don't know if that's good or bad for anybody. And we're just going to push a pawn on the side of the board. Because I think he's a hankering to castle. That's what he's thinking about. He can also kind of develop the knight with tempo on my bishop. Great. Absolutely love it. We're going to just step back. He can plant his knight firmly in the middle of the board, attacking my pawn. In which case, castling this way becomes increasingly risque. This is the moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen. We're playing a game of chess today. We are playing a game of chess today. My king, we got this open file. I don't think that was the greatest move in the world. If he takes, I just get an open file. It's kind of what I see. If he takes, I just get an open file. And I kind of like that. I can also get my knight one step closer to the action. I'll take it. That also prevents this. So pushing this pawn, don't think it's really good or bad. But we're still in like the essential middle game. We've traded off one piece. We have the imbalance of opposite side castling. And all of a sudden, this fork is what I see immediately. Only defended by this knight. So push, push very rapidly gets the idea of the fork. So we are just going to push this pawn. So this just loses on the spot because there's the fork to win the queen. So he's going to have to, you know, push this pawn essentially would maybe be an idea. But then maybe I jump forward with another knight and I slowly but surely start mobilizing my pieces. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? It's not looking so pretty anymore. I think I have time to tickle this guy. I think we got time to tickle him. Make no mistake. I just blundered horrendously. But I'm confident that we're still going to be able to wiggle our way out of this one. He could just... No, he couldn't move there. Bro, never give up. We're grabbing this queen. We're also grabbing this bishop. We're also going to ruin the pawn structure over here. We grab the queen. Most likely he takes back. Probably what he should do is save the... Oh, he can't even save the bishop. Oh, this is just getting beautiful. We take this defending the pawn. Oh my goodness. From completely lost to completely winning in a matter of 2 seconds. This pawn is weak. He's probably going to push it forward and plant his knight here. So one thing that I could do, I can also put my knight on this delicious, delicious square. We're not too worried about this guy, and we can always defend this open file like so. So I don't think it's such a terrible idea to go for this. He can't even immediately kick us out. So I think I'm just ready to jump in. So he is attacking this. Is stepping this way or this way more preferable? If I defend like this, that comes with a check all of a sudden because my knight is not defending it. So we step up. He steps in. He's attacking this yet again. There's a chance that I just don't care. I mean, if I step up, the knight's getting in. I don't see a great way. I can counterattack this pawn. And if he pushes forward, I mean, I jump in. I think this pawn is stupid and ugly as it is, so I don't know if I really care. I can also... Let's just put my knight in the middle of the board. I mean, like, come on. I'm going to make it work. And he can't even really kick me out in the most beautiful way, because I'll take back with check, and then he has to take back like this. And I'm just not convinced that opening this file is going to be a great plan of action for you. Okay. So he wants to just jump in. He wants to just jump in. This rook's going to do a great job of just defending everything like that. So what if I try and break this side of the board? Or we just put this on a little bit of a light square. Not sure if that was great. Where did all my time go? I mean, I'm up a minor piece for Christ's sake, so I think that figuring this out is going to be all right. We definitely both blundered our queens. How stupid am I? For one, he sacrificed the knight for the queen. I have to take it. I did not even consider that. He pins my queen. I step over. Man, that's good. I'm pinned this way, but the check is this way. Okay, it's my move again. What did he do? He pushed this pawn forward. I mean, I can jump in to get my knight here, and we kind of just go into an endgame type situation. I really like that I'm holding off his knight, though. So I think we're going to step back like this. We're kind of guarding this square is what we're worried about. Push, push, push is also a tiny bit problematic. I could step forward. Yeah, so I think I'm going to step forward. Just straight up push, push. I mean, 2 minutes. I can just bring my rook, bro. Like, you gotta play something like this. I can step up. Pushing, I just don't think is gonna work. He can double up, but we're gonna trade off some of your powerful pieces. And I'm not convinced that that is what you need to be doing, my friend. Yeah, he doesn't want to do it. I can just step up. What about something like this? I, th I think we step forward. Because if he pushes, I can just push up. And we've got a really clogged and kind of ugly position. Yeah, so he's attacking it, but it's defended enough. And until that knight moves, I just don't think that I have a great plan. But I have this fork, so this is threatening the fork. Pushing here, I push up. Pushing here, I take. You ever try to bring the knight, I kill it. You would also be attacking my rook. Now there's a fork here. So he avoided this fork, but he just walked into this one. So we'll go ahead and throw that on him. We are now attacking both of his pieces. I didn't steamroll this guy like I had planned, but you just gotta never lose hope. You know what I mean? Never lose hope. Even after you hang your queen, if you're playing somebody a little bit lower rated, you can MacGyver something effective to happen. And oh dear lord, he can't even go for this cheeky pawn push. And I guess one thing to note is like my two rooks are here, so we should be like just kind of aware that a fork can happen. And man, even when I take this, he's just going to mobilize every single pawn in the position. And my attack never arrived. Like if he pushes this, we're going to go ahead and give him some time. So we are going to just take this. That was the whole idea all along. My rook is under attack. I mean, I'm fairly certain that that's just okay. If he hits me with this check, I can step up. This knight is so annoying. How do I win this? I'm scooting my bishop here to cover both of these squares. I'm trying to cover every single approaching square of this knight. Because he's got two of my pawns. So I'm up a minor piece, or whatever you want to call it. I'm up 3 points of material. Let's put it like that. Can you guys see that little thing? I know it's pretty small. Sorry about that. And with 20 seconds, let's just go ahead and give him some more time. I don't want this guy to have a heart attack or anything. So just take your time. Take a deep breath. What's the game plan? You gotta conjure up some sort of attack. Yeah, that is the correct idea. Then getting in with this check. I mean, I'm not even 100% sure. My rook is pretty safe. I think we're going to just go for a pawn break. The knight coming in, I mean, I take, and I at least open the position a little bit. So I think we're going to just take there. I'm not sure which way he's supposed to take with, but that allows ideas of this. I can also mobilize this rook. Getting into the position is probably best practice. And what is this rook really doing on this square? So I think stepping over and grabbing the open file makes a fair amount of sense. If he plays this, I might just push forward. So what does that threaten? Check here. And I have to step back here. What if we just push forward? We push forward, take. He hits me with this check. I step back. That's risky. I kind of like the idea of like stepping back. What am I trying to do with this guy? I'm not even sure. So he pushes. I don't really want to take and just allow that check because that is a fork. So I think we're going to just push forward. He hits me with this check, but then I can take. If he hits me with this check, I step up. I'm not 100% sure. We step over. Dear Lord, this is getting scary. My rook is so trapped. We're going to attack this knight. He could go like here, here. We're going to take the knight. Defend like this. We hung the pawn. But we're going to step up. That's really what we're worried about here. We hung this pawn. I don't know if I care about it. We'll give him some time. We're going to step up here and grab that pawn. That was the threat. If he hits us with a check, we step back. If he hits us with this check, we block with the rook. We're going to give him some more time. We block with the rook. I think that was the worst idea ever. 16 seconds. I'll just give him some more time. Don't even really know what he should be trying to do. I can just mobilize my king. I can bring my rook. I think that I have a lot of winning options here. I have an extra bishop. Yeah, resigning is fair. There's really nothing that he can do. Because, I mean, once I attack this, what do? Push and give me a passed pawn? So my next move is essentially this. Even if he plays this, and then it can't even advance because my bishop is going to cover all of these squares. Advancing this doesn't make any sense. There's not too much that I need to explain about this. I'm up 2 pieces, so that is the end of the game. And so, yes, I definitely hung my queen, but we stayed optimistic, we stayed cheerful, we stayed active, you know what I mean? We continued to make threats. Like, man, did I see this? I didn't even consider this move. So, congratulations to the we'll call him 1800. That's an 1800 level move right there. Bada boom, bada bing, bada bing. That is some calculation that I did not calculate. Now, I attack the knight. What do you do here? You're really just afraid of this fork. So I think you just give up the knight. I'm not 100% sure. I think maybe the best move is to like step forward and just go for this pawn. Or come all the way back with the bishop, but then I just take. I'm not actually sure. Maybe just getting out of the way with the queen. You're going to lose your knight. You're going to lose the bishop, but you keep your queen. So I think you'd be chilling. And so let's check it with the computer, and I will see you over there. And all right, here we are in the analysis, and I'm not quite sure how to feel about that game because I definitely hung my queen to an insane tactic that I did not even consider. And so we're going to go ahead and slide down here. I'm going to give you a look. There's a blunder. I got a red X on my resume. Big blunder. And the graph tells a tale of a boy who got lost in the woods, left for dead, eating insects, and then all of a sudden, the hunters found him, and he's going home. We played 90% accurate, our opponent 80% accurate, 1 blunder, 6 inaccuracies, 1 mistake, and that's all she wrote. And so there was really just one pivotal moment where he couldn't move that knight, and he definitely moved that knight. And so let's just hop into the game. Now, because we have such a symmetrical structure, if you note, these pieces are completely equal. This is my lead in development. So this pawn move is not good, but it's only forfeiting a third of a pawn. So it's not the end of the world. So just because your opponent plays like a weird pawn move on the side of the board before he needed to, like now the bishop's got a place to go, so I'm not going to win the bishop. But he didn't need to rush into that. The bishop is not even trapped yet. But you know what? He's probably scarred. He's probably scarred of this knight coming over and grabbing this bishop, and he said, no more. We're pushing pawns on the side of the board. And you know what, bro? Me too. Me too. I feel you, 100%. Now, in this position, I didn't even consider this move. I was like, oh, you're going to have to push the pawn forward, and then your knight can't go there, or you're going to have to walk into a pin. No, he doesn't. He can just play the best move. Kind of solves all the problems all at once. Now, I'm supposed to play a4. In this position, bro, not a chance that I'm playing that move. Sorry. Never in a million years. Maybe a3. But no. We scoot the queen up, which isn't a good move. But it comes with a simple idea of, if you castle this way, buddy, I'm going this way. So it looks like he's a fixin' on going this way, and I've already made up my mind that I'm going the opposite direction. So that's why we scoot the queen up. In contrast, the reason I don't go here to e2 is because the knight can jump forward and hit me. So my other knight, my f3 knight, is fixed on this square defending the advancement of the... Okay. Boom, boom, boom. My bishop gets hit, I step back. We look at each other, and I step back. He takes, I take. I'm supposed to grab the knight, but who cares? It's all completely equal. I'm still supposed to grab this knight because I'm basically just going to get battered around at some point. Like I did right here. I'm getting battered by this knight, so I step back. So I'm trading it on my terms is better than him like advancing his knight to better squares and attacking me. But whatever. It's totally equal, and we go ahead and we castle opposite. And so I did a lot of stepping back. I came into this game pedal to the metal, And then all of a sudden he started making some moves, and I just undeveloped my entire lead in development, and now I'm actually losing, and then I castle opposite to the less safe side of the board. Like, this side of the board is safer. Look how safe his king is. He is surrounded by his armada. He's chilling in his mansion. My guy is behind a ruined pawn structure with my queen kind of feebly here on this crucial forking square, and I have an open file. So castling this way is just not good, but it definitely makes some more exciting chess. Now, here. Never in a million years did I consider this. Never in a, like, we step forward. He plays this mistake with an absolute diabolical, I'm trying to think of a good word to use. This is a diabolical move right here. He is lining up this sacrifice with a discovery check to win my queen. That, he is our arch nemesis right now. And so we can get rid of that. Boom. Just take the knight. The reason I don't do that is he can either just mobilize the pawn or mobilize the bishop. And so that seems scary. So instead, I go for what I want. And what I want is to move this knight to get this fork to get this queen. Okay? Kaboom. Have to take it. Completely losing in this position. That is why this idea in itself is good. Not defending against what the enemy wants is bad. And so he could even have a better advantage by bringing the bishop to attack the queen. Then I slide over, and he just starts bringing his pieces to the party. So, but this is a lot more straightforward. This is a positional thing. This is, you're going to win my queen, taking with the knight. So taking with the knight is better for a human. I have to take. He hits me with this discovery. And I can't even block because my queen is pinned. Look, it's sacrificed 3 different ways. There might even be another way that I don't see because I'm not that good at chess. Boom. Discovery. Absolutely ridiculous. Boom. Just look at that. How did he calculate that and wasn't able to calculate this next variation right here? Bro, if you were able to calculate everything that just happened, you can calculate that this is a 1-move fork that loses your queen. You just did like a 3 or 2-move discovery, sacrifice, double sacrifice. Bro, this is just a 1-move fork. Your knight is guarding this square. You can't let my knight go there, obviously. So I'm attacking the knight. All you got to do, there are a lot of moves here that are winning. He can put the bishop here and it's winning. He can put the bishop here and it's winning. He can defend the square with his rook. He can do it with the other rook. He can move out of the way with the king, even walking into this check. Literally everything in the position that he plays is good. He can literally do anything. What if he just steps back? Still winning. Still winning. He steps over with the king. Equal because it's a check. And then I get this. You're still probably winning because you have the queen versus all these minors. But whatever. There is a million things he can play in this position. The only thing that he can't play is moving the knight. Now I get the fork. And it's worse than that. I grab the queen, and my knight is guarding this bishop's escaping squares. So the bishop can't go anywhere, or he's just going to get captured. So he has to grab the knight. So that sucks for you. And then I grab your bishop. And yes, he can like step in and grab the pawn, but arguably that's pretty scary because you're going to just jump in and I'm going to attack you, and you go back here and I just take you, and I'm winning no matter what. So keeping the piece on the board is the correct idea. But now you're just down a minor piece. And so we put my knight on a good square. He grabs my pawn, who cares? And I'm supposed to just go for a pawn break. But whatever. Everything is totally fine. He's got this huge structure, fixing on putting his knight in the middle of the board, so I kind of want to guard this square heavily. Right now my knight is doing it, but you can kind of kick me out at some point, and then your knight gets in, and then there's just nasty ideas with your knight being in the middle of the board there. I can't kick it out with the pawn, so I don't want that to happen. So I bring the bishop back. Now I'm looking at this square with 2 pieces, okay? I bring my rook because I figure I'm about to get attacked on this side of the board, so if we just bring my pieces over here to defend off the attack, I'll win in the endgame. We then threaten a trade of rooks. We step up with the king. Now we're not on this super scary file. We jump into the position. We are threatening this fork. Sorry, bad arrows. You can see it. There's this fork if my knight gets there. So what he does is he gets out of that fork and just goes into this fork. Now there's a simple fork on this square doing the same thing. Don't know how he didn't calculate that. I think he probably just doesn't play bullet. And I can't I can't talk bad about the dude. I hung my queen to that crazy tactic. That was insane. We grab the rook. He gets a 2-on-1, and my king is on this side of the board, and the rook is looking at my king, and the knight is getting ready to at least come over and do some ideas. So we get out of the pawn attack. He pushes the pawn. Now he's got a very strong structure. My rooks are kind of negated here. We scoot up to prevent the knight from coming to either square. So essentially what I'm trying to do is trade this bishop for this knight in any possible way. Even if I lose a pawn, then I win guaranteed because I have an extra rook. So there's a crazy tactic here where I can go into an endgame like this. How are you guarding this pawn? You're not. I just go into an endgame where I have two rooks, but that's a little bit more complicated than it needs to be. I don't think I would ever play that. Instead, I just go for a pawn break. We trade. Now we have an open file. We put my rook on such said open file. He brings his knight. We step back with the king because I got a little bit scared. And all we really need to do here is not take. That's really all we need to do. If we take, he hits us with this fork, and then all of a sudden I'm still winning because I have an extra piece, but it's not as clear. I'm still winning, but he's got a lot of pawns, and my pawns are really sucking. And yeah, so long story short, that's all I have to not do. So I pushed forward. Now he pushes forward. I can just take it with the rook. It's just saying take with the rook, split the pawns. We're chilling. But I step over. Now we're guarding this square from the promotion. He pushes it forward. Simple idea. I'm attacking your knight. If you don't move your knight, I'm taking it. He attacks my pawn. I take the knight. He takes this. I step back. We are guarding this checkmate. That's not even checkmate. I could have just taken the pawn. So I guarded against nothing. I lose a pawn. I take this pawn. Now we don't have to worry as much about my king. He hits us with this check. Either move is fine. We step back, check, block with the rook, and it's over. Trading is the worst thing in the world. He could have kept it on the board. He could have just kept it on the board. Just boom. I mean, he's still going to lose, but if I can hang my queen with like 5 minutes on the board, I can definitely hang a rook or a bishop or something. Maybe all of them. And when I got 14 seconds. So don't trade off your last active piece. Just make your enemy prove that they are going to win the game. Okay? You got a rook. And definitely, if there's no increment, then play on. Because if I have 14 seconds here... Oh, did he ran out of time? No, he resigned. He resigned. But if there's no increment, bro, the rook is the most annoying piece in the world. The rook can literally make like 25 moves essentially very quickly and easily, and very forcing scary moves. So like you just attack something and you have to respond, or you give a check and you have to respond. That was enough analysis. Talking for 10 minutes about hanging my queen twice. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, or if you enjoyed it, please subscribe. That's all I got to say. I scheduled a lot of videos. Sorry I hung my queen, but we got them back. We got the dub. Thank you so much for watching. Get out of here. Bye.